I'm excited for you to join me today for my live Pilates workout. So all you'll need is your mat. Okay, so we're gonna start kind of sitting in the middle, feet out in front. We're gonna make sure you keep those hip flexors as relaxed as possible. We're gonna just inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, start to zip up, pelvic floor, lower belly, rock back on that pelvis. Inhale, come on up nice and tall on those sits bones, and exhale, rolling partway back down. Inhale to lift, just starting to warm up that deep core. Warming up that spine, opening up that chest. Inhale to lift. Last two. And last one. Good, coming all the way up. Now just stabilizing here. What I want you ladies to do is I want you to bring your legs in a little bit. We're gonna work to lift your left leg and we're gonna extend it out and then bring it back. So you may have to go a little lower. I don't want you to go in your hip flexors. I want you to feel that lower belly. Reach that leg and bring it back. Bring it back in, but you're lifting nice and tall. And reach. Two more. And here's your last one. Fire that quad. Bring it in and switch. Right leg reaches. Again, challenge that range. If you need to go lower, feel where you can feel that best connection in your low belly. There's three. And two, last one. And then what I want you to try to do is, if you can, just try to balance, bringing the left leg up, bringing the right leg up, just stabilize and hold. Extend the left a little if you can, extend the right, extend the left, and extend the right. And then go ahead and lower the legs down, and we're gonna roll all the way back. Slide on forward here. Okay, so we're gonna go into some hip rolls here. So I want these to be very gentle. You want a pelvic tilt first. So we're not gripping our glutes and hamstrings. So it's deep core first, and then we're gonna peel up one vertebrae at a time. Now from here, what I want you to do is I want you to shift your weight a little bit more to your left, and we're gonna peel down slowly on your left side. So feel like you're trying to articulate the left side of your spine. Come back to the center. We're gonna roll up to the center, and then we're gonna go over to the right, and you're gonna roll on down that right side and back to the center. Inhale, hold here, shift to your left, and you're gonna roll down that left side, trying to open up each vertebrae, back to the center. Exhale, roll on up. Inhale to hold, and exhale, roll on down that right side. We're like massaging that spine. Good, exhale to roll on up. We'll do one more on each side here. Shift to the left, roll on down slowly. You're using that core to help you to connect better. And exhale, roll on up, and shift on over to the right. Good, now let's go to the center. Bring those feet a little closer, make sure they're parallel. We're gonna exhale, roll on up, and from here what I want you to do is I want you to try to extend your right leg either straight out or up to the ceiling. If you can go up to the ceiling, try to do that because you're gonna feel like you're lifting that hip. You're gonna really feel some awesome left glute hamstring work here, okay? So you're holding, we're gonna lower the booty a little, and we're gonna lift. Good, lower and lift. You've got 8 more. Relaxing through your neck, zipping up lightly, pelvic floor, lower belly, pressing down all the way to that left toe. We want that left foot working. Good, reaching through that right quad. Taking your time on these. Okay, 5 more. You should feel a lot of hamstring work. You should feel no tension or pressure into your low back or your neck. Last 2. And here's your last one. Stay lifted. Lower the right leg. Let's go ahead and roll on down. Give you a quick little break here. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to roll on up again. And of course, we're going to even out those sides. So extend that left leg out and try to bring it all the way up. We're going to get that active hammy stretched out. Lower the right and lift. Pressing through the right foot. Okay, so we feel that hamstring really working. We feel the core really working. That left quad is on. You're reaching, like trying to visualize your leg getting taller. Reaching towards the ceiling. Good, here's 5. And 4. 3. Last 2. Stay strong on these. Last one, plant that foot. Nice and slow, articulate, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Okay, let's move into some reverse froggers, some of my favorite. So I want you to bring your legs up, froggy leg position. Arms are gonna go overhead. Your head's gonna stay down first. We bring our hands towards our legs, and then we're gonna inhale, legs go out, arms go overhead. Exhale, initiate to pull arms and legs together. Inhale, reach, fire those quads. Exhale. You should really hear your exhale before you move. Okay, last two here. You feel a lot in that lower belly. Good, now you're gonna continue these, or you're gonna follow me into flexion, where you're gonna flex up, reach from the ribs. Do not jam that lower back, ladies. Inhale to control it back down. And lift up. And control on down. Here's 4. Keep it out of those hip flexors. Last 2. Good, no tension in that neck here. Last one, hold. Little pulses if you can. Reach with just the ribs. Nothing's changing in that pelvis. Good, and then go ahead and lower on down. Circle our arms up and around, and let's put your legs together. We're gonna do one last little hip roll here because I wanna make sure you're out of those hip flexors. Just do some little pulses here. Squeeze those legs together. Get a little inner thigh activation. We're gonna open up any tightness that might be pulling in that psoas and those hip flexors, and then nice and slow, roll on down. Okay, so from here we're gonna do a roll up. So you get the option of either keeping your knees bent softly or reaching them all the way out, okay? So arms up and around. You're gonna activate those legs lightly, tuck your chin, rolling it all the way up and over. Good, pulling those sits bones back, reaching up and over for those toes. Deep breath into your back and zip on up. Okay, so we're gonna swing our legs around to the side. We're gonna come up and do a side kneeling because I love the booty work. So wrap this right shoulder, ladies. I want you to feel space here. I want you to feel zipping up of that belly. I want you to reach this top leg. We're gonna reach through the heel. We're gonna lower, reach out, and lift. Inhale, control it down. Good, so we're working in both directions, keeping it in your hip, in your butt, and no tension in your low back. Good, zipping up through that low belly, opening up across your chest. Okay, last 5 here. 4, 3, 2, last one, and release on back. Give yourself a quick break, and we'll go right on over to the other side. Okay, so wrap around that hip, open up. This is a good way to open that chest, open those tight hip flexors, zip on up through that core. Inhale to lower, reach and lift. Again, we're working just as hard on the way down as we are on the way up. Sometimes we tend to just want to let our muscles go. We don't want to do that. We want to keep creating space and length. Good, keep reaching. Last 5, 4, here's 3, 2, last one, and release. Okay, let's come on down to our stomach here. Okay, so on these, I want your legs parallel. So unlike swans when we're out wide, I want these to be parallel. I want you to put your forehead all the way down on your hands, okay? So you're completely relaxed across your upper back and neck, and I want you to zip up that low belly. I want you to reach your legs long, okay? So we're gonna lift those legs lightly, and we're gonna do a little like scissor, reach back and forth. So I want you ladies to feel this working, coming from your core, coming from the glutes and hammies, but not from your low back, okay? So keep those legs just reaching, keep them reaching. Good, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Give yourself a complete release. I want you to take a nice deep breath through your nose, breathing way deep down into your back, and then we're gonna add on to this one, okay? So same leg motion. This one's good for your brain too. So you're looking straight down at your mat. Your arms are gonna be out like goalposts, okay? And we're gonna zip up that belly. We're gonna give ourselves a little extension just in our upper back. We're gonna let our arms float up off the ground, reaching those legs long. We're gonna lift the left leg slightly, and we're gonna reach and lift with the right arm. So you're getting opposition, lowering down, and switch. Right leg lifts, left side, left arm lifts. Lower back down, left leg, right arm, control it down. So we're getting a little bit of rotation through our spine, but it's coming from our upper back, not our low back, and we're reaching opposite legs so we get some nice space through our hips. Good, using that exhale as you lift to rotate. Inhale, lower down. Good. If at any time it's too much on your neck, you can bring your arms back by your side more, or you can just omit your arms completely and just do another set of the legs. Okay. Here's your last set. And go ahead and release. Let's press on back into more of an arch around here. So I want your butt up. You can think child's pose, but I want your butt up here, so you're gonna breathe deep into your back. And then exhale, we're gonna round and come up, and then inhale, go on back. So you wanna feel like you're feeling spreading at those sits bones, reaching long through those fingers, and then it's round and come on up, and inhale to go on back. Just make sure we're out of that low back. And exhale round. We're gonna come all the way up, and we're gonna go into some plank slides here. So an awesome modification on these is to use a chair or a couch. So if you're not comfortable doing a full one, I would highly recommend you do the same thing I'm gonna do, but you're gonna either just prop onto your couch, or you can even do this on a countertop too if you need to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so on your forearms, we're gonna extend your right leg back and then the left. So I want those quads working. I want the mid back working. Watch that your butt is not too low. I'd rather have you be a little too high than too low. So exhale, we're sliding forward. Inhale, we go back. Inhale back, exhale forward. So we wanna think really strong and connected through our core. When you can pull up on those quads, that really helps. Using that mid back. Good, just visualize space and length all the way from your toes through the top of your head. Okay, we're gonna go for 5 and 4. Here's 3, 2, last one, and go ahead and release. Okay, let's come on up from that. Let's do some twists to open all of that up. So I know we did mermaids the other day. Everybody loves mermaids, so we're gonna do them today. We're gonna do them with the twists again. So bring that arm behind you. We're gonna lift on up. I want you to feel space through these, like open all this up. You're gonna soften your back elbow, and we're gonna allow our ribs. Twist, twist, twist. Inhale, open back up. And again, we're never forcing any motions. We're just getting a nice, use that exhale. If you're tight, you can feel a nice stretch through that back line. Inhale, open up. Let's do 2 more. Use our breath to help a lot of our movement. And lift. Good. Stay nice and tall as you lower down. We always want to be lifting and lengthening. Okay, other side. Bring that back arm back. Lift, soften the back elbow, and give yourself a nice soft twist. Inhale and open up. And exhale. Nice soft twist. Last 2. Good, really reaching around, getting that opposition through your chest. And lift, stay lengthened, and lower on down. Okay, thank you ladies so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please ask. I'm gonna check questions here in just a minute. So this is one of those workouts where if you're like, oh, that felt so good, I'd love to do it again, absolutely do it again. As soon as we get off of here live, you can start it all over and do it all again. That's just a good kind of way to just get everything moving, kind of turn on all the right muscles and connections of our body. And like I've been talking about all week, like just being consistent and doing a little bit every day can really, really lead up to amazing results.